Good morning, Trinity Trailblazers. I am news reporter Gavin Marampa.
And I'm news reporter Austin Arizola.
And you are watching WTES Channel 6 News.
Today is Wednesday, December 4th, 2019.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
Please be seated.
Today, the cafeteria staff is hard at work preparing PB&J sandwich, game day nachos, fresh market combo.
And a choice of 3 sides: Popeye side salad, fresh apple slices, 100% fresh fruit juice.
Now to Julia Awad with our weathers, birthdays, and special announcements.
Good morning, Trinity Elementary School. My name is Julia Awad. Today the weather is sunny. Today we expect a high of 63 and a low of 47. Tomorrow expect a high of 67 and a low of 48. Birthdays. The following Trailblazers have birthdays today. David Cregington. Now back to administration was important.
Good morning, Trailblazers, and happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's bundled up from the chilly weather. Remember when you're outside today, especially in the morning half of the day, to bring your sweater or jacket outside as you transition through the halls. We have a few reminders. Remember, this Friday is our recycling day. We want to remind everybody and really push for paper and cardboard and boxes that your family might have at the house that need to be recycled. Come through our car loop with those, and our Earth Patrol will recycle those for you every Friday, but this Friday we would love some business, so bring in your recyclables. Also, this Friday is our holiday social dance at 6 o'clock. Remember, this is a prepaid event, and I believe the funds and RSVPs should be in by today, tomorrow at the latest. But beyond tomorrow, they can't take the money. So make sure you bring that in if you're planning on going so we can get a good count and we know who's coming. That should be a lot of fun. That is 6 o'clock on Friday. And remind your parents when they come to pick you up, they need to bring the hanging car tag that has the name on it. They need to bring that with them. So out of the car, walk up with them to the door. And when they show the staff that car tag, then we can find you and you guys can go home at the end of the dance.
I have 2 public service announcements that's regarding behavior in our Trailblazers. We've got some sad news this morning in 2 different avenues, and I want to make sure I have everybody's attention. The first thing I want to talk about is that when we're on campus walking around in the hallways, we are polite and we are respectful. We've had a couple of students that think it's funny to yell and scream in the hallways just for fun, and I do not think that that's Trailblazer behavior based on what we've talked about in the past. So we need to make sure that we're making good choices while we're walking in the hallway, that we're not screaming. There are classes going on, making sure that we are making good choices when we're in the hallway. The second thing that was brought to our attention is that we have some Trailblazers who don't mean any harm, but they're trying to have fun at the bus stop and they're playing tag. And unfortunately, we had a friend today get hurt playing tag. Playing tag is fun at recess. It is not supposed to happen at our bus stops. So you need to make sure that when you are there waiting for the bus, that you're standing quietly, that you're listening, and that you're very alert, because our friend actually fell into the road today, and that is dangerous. So we do not play tag at the bus stop while we're waiting for our buses. When you're there, you should be standing quietly, looking around, being alert, and paying attention for that bus. I hope that we don't have any more reports of Trailblazers making sad choices. And if you see a friend making a sad choice, make sure that you are brave enough and courageous enough to sit there and say, hey, that's a bad choice and that shouldn't happen. That's what a good friend does. They look out for each other, especially when somebody hasn't stopped to think and make a good choice. Now let's find out what our words of wisdom are today.
Good morning, Trinity Elementary School. This is Malaya Stevenson with a few words of wisdom. Listen to the following mission statement published by People to People International, a nonprofit cultural and educational exchange organization founded by former President Dwight D. Eisenhower. For every difference that makes us unique, there is a common thread which connects us all. We share the need for home and community, for love and respect. May these common threads form a beautiful world in which all people and all cultures are honored. It's true, you know. Everyone wants to be loved and respected. We all want to live in a home in a community where we are honored for our unique and special qualities. Our differences, after all, are what makes us the unrepeatable human beings we truly are. Today, make the world a more beautiful place by focusing on the things we have in common, while honoring the individual qualities that make each one of us special. This is Malaya Stevenson leaving you with a few words of wisdom and reminding you that there's never a wrong time to do what's right. Now back to administration for a summary.
Thank you so much for those words of wisdom. And that makes me think about the fact that sometimes we think people are very different than us, but at the end of the day, there's probably some things that are very similar between each of us. And I'm going to challenge our trailblazers today to find somebody who you might think is very different from you, or maybe does different things or plays different games than you at recess. Go up to that person and find out 3 things that you have in common with them.
That's a good challenge.
So I'd like to see if today you could find somebody different than you, or someone that's not in the group that you usually hang around with. Go up to them and find out 3 things that you have in common. I bet you'll find it's pretty easy to do. Mm-hmm. So thank you again for those words of wisdom. Now back to our anchors.
Thanks for watching WTES Channel 6 News. I'm news reporter Gavin Merriman.
And I'm news reporter Austin Arizola.
Be responsible.
Be respectful.
Be safe.
Be the best you can be.
The choice is yours.
Have a wonderful Wednesday.